Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start off by, of course, giving all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. That one is the elder apostle, Craig Millstone, rule and teach well. Kazak Shalom to your brothers, as well as your few sisters tuning in, listening, and learning. And just getting right into it. Title of the lesson, we're going into pretty much how we don't know the time, but we know that it's not, or we know that it's near, or, we know that the Lord is almost here, man, you know. you know. But just get right into it. This is the book of Matthew chapter 24, and I start at verse I start at 30. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Yeah, and it says, and all the tribes, hey, the heathen nation tribes and the tribes of the nation of Israel on the earth, man, mourning, because the sign when it say and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, um, that's talking about the signs that the Lord should shew forth, before his coming, man. Like the scriptures say, the Lord shall visit thee with storm and tempest, and plagues, man. The Lord will plague, these several kingdoms of these heathen nations, man. Those are signs of the Lord's coming, right? Because when you get, matter of fact, I go up this, get the verse, um, I say verse 1. It says, and Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him building of the temple. And Yahushua said to them, no, I'm sorry, I started verse 3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So that's what they was inquiring of the Lord about, man. And he was giving them the answers, pretty much saying that, the sign is coming, you know, the things that should happen before the sign is coming, for example, wars, rumors of wars, you see, Antichrist, you know, many things, man, many signs, many of the Lord's signs showing forth that he'll come back and he'll be on his way soon. But it says, back to verse 30, it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. One of the main signs also being, the Lord placed his spirit, upon, his men, It says, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And the ultimate sign is going to be the actual sight of the Lord coming down with the chariots, and with his angels, man, to deliver his elect, and to bring, like the scriptures say, deliver them up to to the kingdom. Paraphrasing, verse 31 being the point, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds of the earth. It's like it, from the four winds, from the end of the heaven to the other. It's like it. Okay. Okay, this is the point. It's like verse 36 is the point. It says, but of the day and hour knoweth no man, right? Because we just read how it mentioned how the Lord is going in verse 34. I'm sorry, I was reading 32. But when you go down to the point in verse 36, that's what it says, man. It says, but of the day and the hour knoweth no man, right? So the sign of his coming, the gathering of the elect, to be delivered, all of these things, man, is a sign of the end. Like his disciples, was inquiring of the answer to him about, man, So we know that that's the end when the Lord come back. But it says, but of the day and hour knoweth no man, right? So we don't know exactly when the Lord gonna come back, man. We can't tell you, oh, it's gonna be 20, 27, I mean, at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday. No, we don't, the Lord, that's not in the scriptures. The Lord haven't given us the time, the exact period of time frame where he is going to return. We just know, according to, these scriptures, the time that we should be looking out for to know that he on his way soon, man. It says, but as the days of Noah, no, it's like verse 36 again. It says, but the day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, man, but my Father only. He says, not even the angels of heaven know when he is coming back, man. When the Lord is going to allow him to, step off the throne for a little second, and the heaven, the third heaven throne, and third and fourth heaven throne, and come down to the first and second, which is the earth. But this is the book of Second Ezra 9, because these are some of the, this is what the Lord told us to do as a measuring stick, to be on the lookout for these signs, man. Because he, we are watchmen, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. Once again, looking for the signs. This is the book of Second Ezra 9, verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past. Then we see some of the signs, part of the signs past. You read all through Deuteronomy chapter 28 to give you those signs that are past. Other signs that are past. Other empires that have passed up. The Roman, Greek, Babylonian, Egyptian empire. These are all signs, man. Of the past, to let you know exactly what time frame we're in, according to the flow of prophecy, man. These are important, man. These signs. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right. And another sign, is the Lord putting his prophets on the street, man. But that's to let us know, wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. That's how we know exactly what time frame we on, man. So we got to get on the right time with the Lord, man. I mean, of course, the scriptures say like a day with the Lord is 1,000 years, but we got to get on the right time frame with the Lord as far as staying updated with the prophecies, man, and knowing, what time we're living in according to the prophecies. You see, but this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, right? Different eclipses, blood moons, it says, and in the stars, Hey, the brother, one of the brothers always in a camp, the head brother always mentioned how, all of Esau's folly days, pretty much fall on the Shabbats and the high holy days. When you pretty much like do the math for the moon calendar, you know, um, Esau always have like his little folly days, his unholy days, to fall on the Shabbat days, man, the new moons and the high holy feast days. You always got some type of folly fest day around the Shabbat, man. But those are signs, man. You know, because hey, matter of fact, it says like it says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon. When you go into that word moon, the word moon goes into the word month. You know, So the Lord set forth signs that we should watch, bro. It says in the stars and upon the earth the stress of nations. Right? Are we not seeing that? You got a lot of these heathens complaining about the inflation, man. Shrinkflation and the prices of food going up. You got heathens complaining about this, man. But also Jake as well. Who feeling the the burn of the, these different you know, plagues. It says, and upon the earth, distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Right? It says, men's hearts failing for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. Right? For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. But hold on, there's a point. There's a point I wanted to get. Let me see what verse this is. Okay, verse 28. That says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Right. Once again, going into that redemption, because like we read in the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 32. I'm sorry, 30. What verse was that? Verse 31. It says, and he shall send of his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect. Right. And that's what we, one of the main prophecies that we waiting on, man, is the Lord gathering his elect, man. But going back to this, it says in verse 28, Luke chapter 21 and verse 27, it says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when those things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Right. So with all of these signs going on, you telling me that already, the day that the Lord redeemed his elect is not near, man? This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Right. So that vision is speaking, man. The plagues, the prophecies, man. They are speaking. We speak it. We speak the prophecies, and we proclaim that they belong, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shah. But now it's getting to the point to where they're speaking themselves, man. You had a apostle recall. Phone had a chime on that one. Had an elder apostle recall mentioning how these prophecies are popping off like popcorn, man. That's exactly what's going on, man. That's what's happening right now. That's exactly what's happening right now. I want to get this in the NLT. This Matthew chapter 24 and verse 30, 38. I'm sorry, it's like here. But before a second, verse. Okay, kind of verse 36. This is in the NLT. It says, however, no one knows the day or hour when these things will happen. Not even the angels in heaven or the Son himself. Not even Yahweh Shai himself, man. Only the Father knows. So the Lord is going to pretty much give Yahweh Shai the say so of when to deliver his elect and send them missiles, man. It's not on our time. It's not even on the angels in Yahweh Shai time, man. Like we just read, it's on the top, the head honcho, like Yahweh, man. It's on his time. So we pretty much just waiting on the Lord, man. You know, let's go get this I'm gonna get this Habakkuk. It says, for the vision is yet, this is book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3 again. It says, for the vision is yet for a appointed time, who at the end shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, right? And the Lord does not lie, man. You know, so only thing we pretty much can do is wait, because the Lord is not a man that he should lie, like the scriptures say. You know, so we know that it's coming. We just have to continue to be patient on waiting on the Lord to deliver us, and and set us forth in a righteous kingdom, man. You know, but that's pretty much it. Lord's willingness is edifying to an elect member at the Wadi Abashim shall forgive me the spirit and power to do this lesson. To next time, I want to give all Machanakabala Hazaquan Sharagoda Rakab, the oneness. But also, I want to close out by by saying Shalom wa Abad Babal. Shalom.